Hey YouTube, Fiber Biscuit back again, another video. This is going to be an extension of sorts of my last video where I got on and talked a little bit about me and stuff like that. In that video I asked if anybody ever had a question for me to always feel free to, fire away in the comments below. If there's anything you want to know about me, my collection, different stuff like that. And I did get a couple great questions, but unfortunately since that video I haven't had a lot of time to make any video. And I wanted to make a point this weekend to make this to address those two questions, because I don't want anybody to ever think I would ignore their questions or wouldn't answer them, because that would never be the case. So making a point this weekend to make this video to answer those questions. Before I begin, of course I got to give shout outs to my new subscribers, take care of a little housekeeping. Chicken Warrior and Fry Dog 8, thanks for the sub, I appreciate it. Also, Doc and Howlett, I don't know why I hadn't subscribed to you sooner. I've seen your videos, I really enjoy them, but I found out that I hadn't subscribed, so I went right over to your channel and fixed that problem right away. And I noticed that you gave a sub back, so thanks brother, I appreciate that. I love your videos, really great stuff, great information. So again, thank you very much. And anybody out there who hasn't checked out Rob Rocketeer's latest video, he gives some really great information, some great websites. I'm a member of most of those sites, familiar with all of them. The Comics Price Guide is a great website, really good up-to-date information. I'm on that daily. And also the CGC registry and CGC forums, I'm on that pretty much daily also. Great people on that site. A lot of great information is shared. So definitely check out his video. Really good information. So let's jump into it. First question I'm going to answer was from CTC Spirit, and he asked me if I like CGC comics or if I collect CGC. And the best way to answer that, I suppose, is just to show you. So here is, let me get in my chair, my CGC collection. These are 8 full boxes of graded comics, and I am starting on my 9th, which is about 2/3 full now. All graded comic books. There are approximately 280 graded comics, and the number continues to grow. So I would have to say yes, I like graded comics. I love CGC. Step down. Some of these are pretty organized. These are all my Amazing Spider-Man in this box. These are all my Yellow Label Signature Series comics. These are all my Incredible Hulk comic titles. This box up here is all my Fantastic Four titles. These other 4 boxes are kind of random, spans from the Golden Age to current, different titles and stuff like that. And again, there's my 9th box that I'm currently working on. So, again, to answer your question, yeah, I like CGC. I'm a big fan. I've been a collector for about 5 years, and the graded collection is probably going to continue to grow. I will be doing a CGC video in the near future. I've noticed a lot of people have been making CGC videos and talking about graded comics, and I even saw your video, CTC Spirit, where you got your first graded comics, and it was a great video, great looking comic books, and you seem really excited with the results and your purchase. And that's basically how I feel anytime I get a graded book. I love it. But I will be doing a video and just weighing in on my 2 cents, how I feel about CGC and PGX and lower graded comic books. Just kind of giving my thoughts and feelings on the process and the industry. So again, thanks for the great question. I hope that answers it. If it doesn't, or if there's anything else you wanted to know, again, always feel free to fire away. So that leaves us with a question from Jean Paul Ace Peter, and he asked if I would show my top 10 or my crown jewels of my collection. Sure, I definitely can do that. Might take a little while, or I gotta figure out what goes where, but no time like the present to start. So for Jean Paul Ace Peter, we're going to kick it off with number 10. And here it is. This is, if I can get it in focus, there we go. Showcase number 55, CG Seed 5.0. It's from 1965. And in the Overstreet guide it says, Dr. Fate and Hourman, origin of each in text, first solo appearance of Golden Age Green Lantern and Silver Age, which predates Green Lantern number 40, first Silver Age appearance of Solomon Grundy. Pretty key book, but why I'm kicking off the countdown at number 10 with this book is when I went to the auction, got those comic books, I was drawn to them, started learning more, bought some more comic books, but when I bought this comic and I got it and held it in my hand, it was a lot of firsts for me. It was my first Silver Age comic, my first one from the 60s, my first 12-cent cover, my first key comic book, my first graded comic book, and when I got it and held it in my hand, I knew that I was going to be a collector for life. This is the book that cemented the fact that I was going to be a comic book collector. I absolutely pretty much fell in love with this comic book cover, and to this day, it's still one of my favorite covers out there. This is the beginning of the disease, so to speak. So I would be remiss if I didn't start my countdown at number 10 with the book that pretty much started it all for me, that kick-started my collecting. Showcase number 55. And I also know that you were looking out for your purple covers, so this is another great purple cover to look out for. Really fantastic artwork, great looking book. So there it is, number 10. I will be working 9 through 1 in later videos when I, pull my books out and, figure out, what I consider my top 10 is, different stuff like that. So keep a lookout for those in the future videos. And again, thank you for the question. And if anybody else ever has a question for me, please always feel free to fire away. And keep the comments coming, rate, post, keep your great videos coming. I enjoy them every time. And until the next one, Fiber Biscuit, out.